Okay, so let's go ahead and close this. And now we're going to this. And by the way, as I said, this on the website. So I just opened the website. So don't worry about writing anything down. Just relax and listen. Okay, I'm going to start with the 19th additive prime. Additive prime is a prime that when you add up its digit, that number also becomes a prime. So that's called an additive prime mathematics. So the 19th additive prime is 139. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 9 is 13. 13 is a prime number. Therefore, 139 is an additive prime. Happens to be the 19th one. 139 happens to be the total number of Arabic letters in Surah 1, AlFatihah. Okay, so the total number, not total. Well, it's okay. The total of Arabic letters in chapter 1, which is called AlFatihah. Okay, and so we just go on. We look at 139th additive prime. We find out it's 1657. First thing that we notice that this is not just an additive prime. The number of digits this time adds up to 19. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 5 is 12, plus 7 is 19. So when we look at this in base 19, 1657 in base 19 is equal to 9127 in base 10. So every time anybody, okay, doesn't matter who they are or where they are, recites the AlFatihah anywhere in the world, anywhere in the universe, that person says that 9 has 127 verses, but they don't know it. See, remember that? Everything or everyone prostrates to God, willingly or unwillingly. If they are unwilling to say that 9 doesn't have 127 verses, that's what they are doing by just reciting the AlFatihah. Can you believe that? So they are falling prostrate to God without even knowing that. Unwillingly they do that. Okay, so let's go on. So Surah 9 has 127 verses. So I go on. I look at 1657th additive prime. It happens to be 34253. If you look at the last 4 digits of this number, of this prime number, is actually chapter 42 has 53 verses. Okay? And I have some ideas about why 3 is there, but I'm just going to keep it quiet for the time being, so we don't talk about it right now. Okay? So, but my point is, it's a very easy number to remember for us. Okay? 34253 is the 1820th Gaussian Composite. 1820 is the count of all verses with the name God. If you count all the verses that the name God has been mentioned in them, there are 1820 such verses in the Quran. Okay? Can you believe that? So when you do the AlFatihah, all of these things automatically happens in the domain of mathematics. Okay? That's absolutely mind-boggling. So let's go on. Okay? 34253 is the 3658th prime number. This number, 3658, happens to be 2 times 31 times 59. The indices of these prime numbers are 1, 1, 11, and... I'm sorry. It has to be 1, 11, and 17, but it looks like 1, 1, 1, 7. Okay? There's a reason for that. 1117, 11117 is the 446 individual twin prime. 446 composite is 548, and 548 additive prime again is 9127. So remember, we started with the 19th additive prime, which was 139. So it doesn't let you go. It comes back to 9127 when you recite the AlFatihah. Okay? And there is no escaping this. .540th additive prime happens to be 9127, as I said. 446 is the 359th composite. 359th happens to be the 90th Emirp, means that if I write it backwards, it's also a prime number. Its Emirp is 953, which is the index of composite 1143, and 1143 is 9 times 127. Okay. It actually boggles the mind. But as I said, God says, willingly or unwillingly, they fall prostrate. There is no escaping this. You cannot get out of this existence. Everywhere is God's domain. And you are in there and you have to abide by it. Okay. There is a verse in chapter 87. Okay. God says, "Sanaqru'uka fala tansa illa ma sha Allah." We will recite to you, do not forget, everything is according to God's will. There it is. Okay. Not even knowingly they go according to God's will. And a lot of people ask questions, well, then everything's God's will, then we have no this and that, all kinds of silly questions, okay? I don't want to even talk about it. The point is that, look at this. This is what God says. That's what the meaning of that thing is. So we should not forget. We will recite to you, do not forget. Okay? Everything is according to God's will. So, this was my talk today, and so I'll stop here and we'll go ahead and finish our drummer.